The watch year of 2022 was a huge one. Several brands launched crowd pleasers, while other brands stuck to adjustments to their classic model lines. Today I'm going to go through what for me were the best watch novelties of 2022 under $3,000. Alright, I'm Cohen and today we are talking about the watches which I think you could aim for if you're either looking to purchase your first luxury watch or if you simply just want to spice up your current collection. 1. Hamilton Khaki Field Myrrh 38mm. Hamilton built their first watch factory in Pennsylvania all the way back in 1892, building proper tool watches used for important industrial fieldwork. Today, Hamilton are still known as a budget-friendly, quality field watch producer. But they also have a rich history producing watches for movies. In fact, their homepage has a category called Cinema Watches. One of the watches from my all-time favourite movies, Interstellar, was released soon after the movie, but only in 42mm, a chunky watch in other words. But this year they released a new Myrrh coming in at 38mm. They answered all my replies on Instagram where I asked for this release. Finally, my wish came through. Packed in a perfect case size, it houses an impressive 80-hour power reserve and is waterproof to 100 meters. I'm ordering the watch as we speak. 2. Tudor Ranger. The new Tudor Ranger is one out of 4 Tudor models released in 2022, coming in at 39mm. You can purchase it on a rubber and leather hybrid or a multicoloured fabric strap, and nobody makes better Natos than Tudor. On the bracelet, it comes in at just below $3,000, while a bit cheaper on the strap options. It's a proper tool watch, being all brushed with a huge dial and indices. It houses Tudor's in-house caliber MT5402, which boasts a 70-hour power reserve. I would favour the watch in a 36mm case as I feel there is quite a lot of dead space on the dial, but then again it would be pretty similar to the Black Bay 36 Heritage line. Further, I would also prefer white indices as I feel these have a greenish tone to them. Also, the indices are printed and give a cheap vibe. But the watch has the best bracelet of all Tudors. 20mm lug width as the Pelagos 39 doesn't have, a T-fit clasp which the Black Bay 58 lacks, as well as proper end link that folds properly as the Black Bay Pro bracelet doesn't. Also, no fake rivets. Personally, I like Tudor's other releases better, but some people like the Ranger. The Milgauss and the Ploprof, watches that in certain ways glide under the radar in the community, but at the same time sends a message that you know your watches. 3. Nomos Club Sport. A lot of good content on this watch out there for good reason. For a long time I've been excluding Nomos from my thoughts because of the length of the lugs on their watches. During the fall of 2022 they released the Club Sport models, with a green dial called Petrol and a blue dial called Polar, in a 37mm case. The watch is still quite long with its 47.7mm lug to lug, but saves it in the impressive 8.3mm thinness. According to their homepage, the power reserve of their in-house pneumatic movement, and I quote, is up to 43 hours, which is a small flaw in a time where other brand standards are closing in at around 70 hours. You can customise your Nomos on the homepage, so for it to fit the criteria under $3,000, you can choose the option of an open case back, which I would prefer as I enjoy sitting at home on my couch staring into mine. Another thing worth mentioning is that the watch is waterproof to 200 meters, which really makes it a go anywhere do anything watch. The comparison is not quite accurate as the watch lacks a date window, but by design it's a great alternative to the Rolex Datejust or Omega Seamaster Aquaterra. Okay so far? Please subscribe for more upcoming content. I'll be posting regularly. Comment your favourite watch within the budget and leave a like while you're at it. In good holiday spirit. Thanks. 4. The plastic watch that made everybody forget about watches and wonders. What a move. Carrying the same specs as the iconic Omega Speedmaster, it was bound to raise some eyebrows. I liked it. The Moon Swatch was released in different iterations representing our solar system. Even though Pluto is no longer categorised as a planet, it's got its own watch. The watches can only be bought in certain boutiques around the world, so make sure you set up your vacation to a city which has a Swatch boutique. I've borrowed both the Jupiter and Mars while I wait for my Mercury or Moon. A perfect fun watch for any collection. 5. Longine Spirit 37mm. Even though this was a list of 5, it wasn't a ranked list, but I saved my favourite for last. Well within budget, we find the Longine Spirit 37mm, available in a blue, black and my favourite champagne dial. I'll leave a link in the description if you haven't watched Teddy Baldassarre's interview with the owner. Longine has had a great year downsizing a lot of watches, not only the Spirit to more watch lover sizes, though they suffer from the same shortcoming as aforementioned Nomos, long lugs. COSC certified movement boasting a 72-hour power reserve and waterproof to 100 meters. As you will learn, I'm a sucker for date windows, so this is a watch of my collection that I enjoy a lot. The bracelet is also sublime. I'm Kohan, thanks for following all the way to the end. Please leave a like, comment, favourite or even subscribe. Thank you, Watch Fam.